What's up with the YouTube fam? What's cracking? What's cracking with the fam? We got a good video today. I'm gonna be breaking down my trades on US30 today. We got a nice win. I got the charts pulled up. I'm gonna show y'all what I was looking at, why I entered, where I exit, and the results of this trade. Let's get it popping. Today is Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. We in the final stretch of the year. It's already been a great year, but this last little stretch of the year is really gonna change some lives. Like I said, we already was having a good year, but what we finna do in these last 2 months or the last month and a half of the year is probably gonna be bigger than what we did the whole year. So get ready. Get prayed up, stay faithful, and stay on your grind. Okay, let's go. So I already got us in replay mode right here. So when I came to the charts, and this is US30, I have my charts marked up already. I keep my charts marked up. I do maintenance, ever so often, depending on how price is moving. We bout in a place where we need to do some more maintenance. I ain't even gonna lie, but bear with me. So you can see this candle cracked at 6 o'clock. You can see in the aftermarket and in London session, we were at a high, and then as soon as we hit this 5 Pacific Standard Time or 8 Eastern Time, the market started to sell off. But going back to yesterday, we had a big sell-off in London session, and then market open, we hit a low on the charts, a super low. We can see here, you can see the low that we hit right here, which was basically a level of resistance from this big Donald Trump move we had. The chart finally found some resistance, which was the previous all-time high. We wicked in on the daily chart. You can see we wicked there and closed right on this level of resistance. So that's what we did yesterday, and then immediately pushed back up to that same level on the 4 hour. So today, when we came to the charts, we were bearish again, but you can see there's this level of demand right there, right here, that price looked like it was trying to respect. So, at this point in price, it's 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. Price has already made a bearish move. We can come and equal these lows down here, or we can fully reverse. My bias at this point was bullish. I don't take my trades until after 9:30 or 9 o'clock Pacific time, which is 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock Eastern time. That's part of my strategy. I have another strategy where I can trade before, but right now this strategy has been getting me so much money. So and it's unusual. You won't see people telling you to trade after 6:30 or 9:30 Eastern time. You won't really catch that, but there's just as much volatility, there's just as much movement, and most of the time it's easier to trade after New York open, so you can see where the price action, you can see where the level's more clear. So I like to look at my charts on the 1 hour when I first get to the charts, and then slowly go down in terms of time frames. So I'll look at the 30-minute and I'll look for confluence. And then if I take this off, you can see we have a 30-minute demand zone down here. This is our daily low right down here, right? This was our low, swing low from yesterday. So because price is bearish, this is where I'm guessing price wants to come back down to. And then I look for confluences on the 15 and the 5-minute to see if we have similar bias. And you can see this was our swing high where our swing low from our highs, which is our liquidity level of demand. I already know price wants to pull through here. It can reject off of here, but most likely it's just going to blow down, come get our lows. So now I come over to the 5 minute, and then, you know, I just wait for my levels to be confirmed. So you can see my kind of giving things away. So we have a swing high right here coming out of this low. So this is now our area of supply at 43,358-ish, 56-ish, or 60. And then now our lows are going to be 43,000, 75, right? So put this in fast forward, and today price action was ranging, but the range was it was a pretty big range. These swings is like 2% swings. In my lingo, that's 1,000 ticks. 2% equals 1,000 ticks the way that I trade. So yeah, these are like 1,000 tick moves. So you can see price melted. So if you're trading at 7:30 or in New York time, what is that? Like 11 or 10. You would have wanted to get in at this area of supply because we came down, we had a swing high, and came up to this higher time frame level of resistance and there's supply here, and then we broke down, and then we came back to retest it. So if I was trading 10 or after 9:30 Eastern or 7:30 Pacific, or 6:30 Pacific, this is a trade that I would be looking to get in. It's a pretty good trade, right? But I need to see more confirmation because price is very volatile at this point. So we came in, we wicked right off of our low that we identified here, and then immediately rejected. So I'm watching this happen, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go bullish now because of this rejection, right? But this is why I don't, and I could have took that trade, but this is actually why I don't take these trades this early, because the volatility, I like big moves, big swings. I trade prop firm. I don't trade my own account. If I was trading my own account, I'd go for a one-on-one and stack up a whole bunch of lots right here and, make a whole bunch of money. So I'm still building up my account, my private account. But I have like almost $1 million in prop firm capital. So I don't really need to do it right now. And, I never really failed prop firm challenges. I always pass them. As a matter of fact, I've never failed one prop firm challenge. So you can see now prices hit this swing high, which is where we retested this 5 minute supply, and it's already headed back down. Right. We came back down, came back close to lows, but we immediately reversed off those lows. So we have our first higher low of the day. So now I'm like, okay, if we break structure up to the upside, if we break this structure right here, if we break that structure right there, there's a chance that this is going to be bullish. So that's what I'm looking for, right? Boom, we broke the structure. So I'm like, okay, where's price going to go? It's going to keep coming up here, and then it'll pull back somewhere and let me in. But what actually happened is just that like I said, we were in a consolidation, a very large consolidation. So right off of this area of supply right here, right off of this area of supply, price was rejecting, and it kept coming. So now I'm like, okay, we can be bearish if we break this low right here. If we break this low. But guess what? That never happened. It wicked below, letting me know, okay, we're liquidity. We just took out liquidity, and we made a higher low, a double bottom or higher low, however you want to see it. You can see it however you want to. And boom, we had an engulfing. So right here is where I entered, because we have a breaker structure to the upside, a swing high. We have a trend working right here. There's a clear trend that's happening right there. And we have a super bullish engulfing. So entered in right there. I watched price in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just come crazy. This is at my 2-to-1 point. I believe I exited a position right there, 2-to-1. Let's see. I think it's 2-to-1, somewhere around there. Yeah, right around there. Exited a position. Yeah, I think I exited right there. And then you can see we're still consolidating in a massive range. So as soon as we hit this same area right here of supply, we have a supply on this time frame, it just immediately melted. And if you want more information on how to read this on a higher time frame, because the confluence is all there, I'll post more videos. I'll post a video on how to use the 15, the 30, and the hour and to read your charts, and then the 5-minute on how to execute your trades. I use all three. Well, I really use 5, 15, and 30 for directional, or just to know what type of trade I want to take. The 1 hour, 4 hour, and the daily, they're all important. They show me my directional bias. They give me a top-down view of price action for on a macro level. But day by day, while I'm executing my trades, I'm looking at the 5-minute, the 15, the 30, and sometimes the hour. So you can see we starting to retest the supply we just created, and boom, price is melting, coming right back down to the area. Is retesting, is consolidating still. So now we have liquidity right here. We have a higher low being created off of this. We did not tap. We still have this demand, and I think there's a 15-minute demand in here as well. Right here, I believe that's why price is doing this. We have supply on the higher time frame up here, and we have demand on the higher time frame up here. And if you're just looking at the 5-minute chart, this looks bearish, right? But if you look at it from a higher level, you can see what the trend is actually doing. It's more so correcting than it is being bearish. So boom, this is just creating liquidity. So it came back down to my entry, but did not make a low. Basically just another entry point. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and I think there's a 5th time, price flashed the entry right there. There's a 5th time, and then here's a 6th time. So 6 times price gave us a price. If you were in this trade, or if you were trading US30 today and you didn't get into a buy position, you need to do a little bit more homework, because if you were prepared, if you were just present and saw, you can see that this is classic supply and demand and support and resistance trade. Like, the market was allowing people to make their money today. The only way that you would have gotten faked out today is if you thought we were going to be bearish because of this move, which is something that happens. It happens to me. Don't trip. But overall, this is a very easy textbook buy position. Or long position. Boom. So and then right around, so we sitting around this. I enter my trades around 9:30 Pacific, and the move didn't really start. Like, we came back down, and I even took out position up here, and I didn't enter another position, but I should have, because it gave me the same entry, and I've already pulled out some risk, basically a whole percent gain on my account balance today. was off just one position. So boom, then price is sort of consolidated right here, which right here is our 15-minute demand. We created demand on this charge up, and then this pullback, slight pullback, came and retested it, which is this key level right here, which is also demand. And then guess what it did? Boom, TP for 3-to-1 RR, but it really just kept moving so hard. So if you got in and you kept all the positions in, you might have gotten like close to 4-to-1 or close to 6-to-1 today. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a textbook trade today. I think this is typically what I look for every day. We obviously don't get this every day, not to this magnitude, but these are the type of positions that are my A+ setups, and I teach, or I'm looking to teach people how to identify, how to spot these positions. And the most important part of this is aiming for the proper risk to reward ratio, basically proper risk management. And if I needed to pass a funded challenge, which I do, but I don't need to. I have some challenges going, but I have a bunch funded, so I didn't really need to. But if let's say I'm taking my first funded challenge and I'm on phase 2 or phase 1, even phase 1, I need 8%. This is a trade that could get you more than halfway, almost completely done with your challenge if you're trading right, if you are risking, if you're applying the proper strategy and risk management strategy as well. So you can get about 7%, 6 to 7% on a trade like this. And then we had something similar yesterday, just at a different time. You know, we had 2 big moves. Like if you were trading right here, boom, you got about 5%, and then boom, you got another. This is almost 10% from here to here. We can measure it out. If you think I'm lying, you feel me? If I'm lying, I'm frying. But we can measure this out. And when I'm saying 10%, I'm saying based off the way that I'm trading. But really what I mean is a 10-to-1, or same thing. For me, 10% is a 10-to-1, or 9% is a 9-to-1, the way that I trade. It lines up specifically, or exactly. But if you caught this move, you got a 9-to-1 RR on US30. That's an insane amount of gains. That could potentially be 9%. So imagine what 9% on a 100K account is. One trade. You can do the math. I'll do it for you. It's $9,000, bro, in one trade. So that's great money, and you're almost passing any challenge with this one trade. So this is what I teach. This is how I trade, and I want to continue to give value and continue to give information on these type of trades. I don't trade Forex, even though I use Forex brokers. I also use futures brokers, but I like Forex leverage more than I like futures leverage and futures rules. So I prefer to trade on Forex brokers. I know there's a bunch of pros and cons, and there's reason, but as far as I'm concerned, futures prop firms will deny your payouts just as much as Forex prop firms will. And we're in a space and time where the Forex industry has kind of weeded out all of the bad apples, the majority of them. All of the Forex prop firms that are around are going to pay you. They might not pay you. They might find a reason not to pay you. You might violate some rules or whatever. That's the same thing in the future space. But one thing, the majority of the Forex brokers or prop firms that are around right now, they're not going nowhere. They're not. It's been a year since we had that sweep of getting rid of the weeds from the wheat. We had that whole transitional period. And I held my positions, so to speak, pun intended. I've held my position in the Forex prop firm space the whole time. I've seen the good and the bad. And I've also traded futures prop firms, and I've had a good comparison between the two. There's pros and cons to both, but I learned how to trade on Forex prop firms, so that's what I'm sticking with. I'll post another video showing which prop firms I think are the best, who I'm funded with, what's going on with me. If you like this video, tap in with me more. Please press the like button, subscribe. Let me know if you guys got value from this, and let me know if you want more videos like this or what type of videos you want to see, or even if you have any questions. I'm here to help. I'm here to give value for free. So hit me up. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Peace.